Okay, so get this right. Apparently, niggas have seen, Maku all the way, through multiverse. Not just a theory with the actual thing. What multiverse is, it's just a particle within a particle within stuff like that, And, on older brother Babylon, it's actual real shit. And, the meaning of that is the exact same reason why how the game is supposed to work, like fucking Sparking Zero, when you pick a character like Piccolo and shit. It's supposed to have those little toy waves and you should blast you, wherever. And what that means, externally, is that, it is cut in half, there is Mirage, I get, from one of the samples of my song even, when it comes to speakers going bammer, I have one clean version like James, I have the other version that made one of my child that I sold Zach, back when I was getting fucked up with Paige. That's actually essential. And what that means is Lil Eris literally went all the way back then to the Toonami days. The actual great days of Toonami. And I'm going to save that for that section of this video. And what that means is Lil Me has already seen Maku and seen Power School, but I haven't seen a single fucking thing. It's fucking treacherous. Literally, this default shit literally stretches out all the way to the other fucking universe, I even get Mirage from Alpha Male Strategy saying, man, literally, you gotta be on your shit, because when you face your fucking mother, literally, you got this, you got that to lock her, Dragon the Ruler, but your ass is in default. I swear. That nigga with the Mario mustache, that's light skin like me, literally a ripoff of Colin, obviously the already led, to the fucking shit, all the way down to the letdown, where people hit behind the little Looney Tunes guys. When anime was safe for the woman, all the way to the point where we had motherfucking COVID, I can't stand this shit, alright? I want to state the obvious, literally, the crew that I was with before I left, Alpha Omega, the FTN crew, right? What they were one of the best dancers in the world, because I knew they did the whole Chris Brown after being supremely ghetto. And you know what I did was I went, bread oatmeal. What was the closest to being ghetto to my mom in the house? And Jeffrey and his little brother with the Bonnie Valentina was the closest one, okay? That's the whole thing about fucking Taz. Literally, that's another aspect for this video. T.I. just, gave in. I just, I know I just posted some fire on Facebook, but, what happened to both of their sons, right, is that, I did a rap documentary and I found both of them, right? It's on my YouTube history. But in doing so, the main aspect is I was gonna get in the middle of between them. And the truth behind that shit, right, is, I was about to go hard. But then, something, would have got validated, but one Indian guy from NASA is really slacking, okay? So the moral of the story is, all right, the truth behind this shit, okay? So racial stuff, there's going to be, more content on my channel that's coming along with me being famous, right? Is that, there's one more thing. One little thing about that multiverse theory. Lil Me could have made that fucking YouTube poop or fucking, that I posted on Facebook, the Bakugan one, because of literally how close we are to the tree, but not how actuality shit is happening. And there is, an Axel Mirage I get the actual media player of Etholes. Alright, so fuck the speed racer literally pop in the room like fucking Adam's Family. I'm gonna be, 100% honest, okay? Because the truth behind this video, right, is that I've been thinking, intensely, not just about the openings, but the continuity of, anime and other things, And one thing you have to understand was before I left, I literally made a show, to the AMV. What I would do is I was insanely popular back when I was making Pop-Tarts and shit. And what happened was, after I watched the AMV, I checked on the dubbed anime list of the old website. And, I actually saw new anime be made right then and there after I double checked the list. So, I moved a lot of shit to rock, and Primo TV was one of them, all right? It's stupid, but that's also common sense, okay? So, in doing so, that's when we had the running gag, back when we were still at Rob. Now, indubitably, in fact, what's gonna happen is this video is gonna be a little bit more insightful. All right, so just give me a second, to gather my thoughts. Okay, before I get quick back in the engine, that I understood that Ariel had a rocky start. Like they were mostly on paper, in the very beginning, and their flow wasn't already radio just yet, but it became radio over time, which is one of Bushido's many insecurities. Okay. So what I was going to say is that God Defender isn't going to upload itself, okay? But this is primarily based off something personal that I've been going through, right? That has something to do with my family. It's like in the high school days, right? So you're gonna get an upload that's similar, to how much shit could have been BET, but couldn't because of criticism. But the main point of this is where it comes to Sonny, all right? Literally, there's gonna be another great haymaker in the video that Sonny, all right? What I've grown, accustomed to after people force me in a situation, not before, is that literally, when it comes to my archetype, what I see on the outside, I can tell you it's two things, not just one. So when it comes to Sonny, what pisses me off is that he can actually try to give criticism, to an autistic kid where he raped, and it pisses me off. I'm like, literally, you know how much fucking cause and effect programs, literally a whole bunch of shit they had to do rape in order to fucking criticize the autistic kid, so what that means, right, is that they call it the 150, he called out literally that transition that went here and there, where he's the one who got schooled by Tommy in meditation. It pisses me off, that was one of them, okay, a lot. And another one that pisses me off literally is that girls in the real world, how girls think, how I was being a nerd back in high school, and how being a nerd fat out really contributed to why I wasn't so social, especially with Makira. Because what she would do was she would reference, me actually stopping watching her cartoon, and improve my style a little bit, be all up on her reputation. Which do I know what fucking Blood's about? It's stupid. And I said the exact same reason why you're all up on your reputation is why you're a monster, and why people can like you for what you actually are, alright? So, who Eris actually was, was the shit. I'm Future Trunks, silly. I'm traveling back in time a whole bunch of times, and time he's a shit because he's in Thor. Alright, and I watched, specifically that camp episode of Gross in order, to tell you this great video. Whew. But yeah, what that problem was specifically was that was just a girl, not a stylist girl like Jennifer, not this and that, but literally just a girl. Alright, because if it was a pretty girl and he was there at the same time, literally he'd fuck the shit out of all of them. And that's the fucking thing. But guess what happened before then? A big lesson was because of life cut in half where it came to junior high, the sexual and the responsibility. Alright? That was a big one, literally. That's when India comes into play. That was you handling your own shit. Yeah, and it's really really wrecked. Because, okay? Literally, if you didn't know, if you fucking was wondering, fucking 30, I was controlling, half the shit due to the fucking It's Okay AMV, the other shit that, I used to listen to after being, in a mystic position. But well, it's self-explanatory. The reason why I'm making this video is because, the push-ups and sit-ups are kicking in. I had to go outside, all right? Now, what happened recently actually was I caught my credit card, which is an actual part, and I started laughing at this shit, what you don't know externally is that I was going too hard before, but there's a lot of shit that was on my mind. That was one of them, and something had to do with the fucking house too. It had something to do with my mom literally fucking cheating with the fucking sandstorm or something. But it was more on the ends of literally me being above the shit, but knowing the in between. Like right now, I just asked literally fucking when you get pussy all the time versus when you get pussy a little bit, literally, is Omar really right? Fucking, because originally it was just respect, literally, and fucking, that's one of the big things, alright? And, what I was trying to fucking say, right? Oh God, literally. So he did another token. It's like Chris uses his fucking hair in the bathroom. Let's imagine you're trying to fucking call out Uncle Tommy on all this shit. Literally, see an anime, try to get the whole Chris Brown award, and Chris has his hair literally in a tub. I'm like, bitch, it's no longer a delicacy. Literally, after Pure TV, it's no longer a fucking delicacy. There's another fucking token. There was one episode of Luke for pee-pee on a toilet seat. Well, I know they actually pee-pee on purpose. Literally, but when the whole Chris Brown happened, I did 9 times out of 10 you didn't reward me, which is a part of human psychology. You need to reward somebody in order for his mind to be fully healed, okay? Because if somebody literally does it, that means you're attacking a wounded animal. That's why I'm telling you, you're attacking a wounded animal in order to work. And it's stupid. It's completely fucking stupid. And I just couldn't stand it. Back in the day, everything made sense, but I just can't take it. I just can't take it, man. Literally, after me actually having the real version of What's This Scooby-Doo, and you have the 2 fake versions literally trying to threaten me even, it's pissing me off, alright? Alright, I gotta think really, really, really tough for this video. What I was gonna say, it has something to do with meditation, in my family. Something about, oh God, rewarding his mentality, alright? One thing you need to know about, the early 2000s and what blood does give you is it gives you a beast. Like, it gives you a little night-tailed fox, literally, it gives you a beast in a beating. Literally, when you keep on doing blood, literally, so what Chris does, literally, is he goes into the beast, literally, a fucking child just Eris is missing the penny, through bits and portions through a pendulum. And, what that means is that literally, if I did go back in time and he felt something, that's a particle of fucking blood, literally, that he can feel it, alright? Now that is out of there, alright? That was stupid shit. Now, to be more comprendable, alright? It's like you didn't know that, when it comes to Axel Bob, why I learned over time and why it's fucking dull. It's like you have shit like Scott, you have shit like, Henry, you have shit all over the place, including Sheldon, and you figured out in 8th grade you're a godfather because of what happened on the inside. I didn't want to tell you this, but I got a relationship with Ashley that was 100% sexual when that got fucking eaten on the block, okay? Where if you actually get down to text messages, literally, it was all sexual. And, that's a part of the court case. Literally, I know fucking, the lesbian cops didn't know how to enter the black room, but damn, man, this is fucking bullshit. Because what happens, alright? Now, it's something enthusiastic that you need to understand, where it came to the actual, Theo Vixen. So that's why I spam, on sports part. I'm like, what makes sense to you versus everything, alright? But this is new shit, 100% you fucking new shit. Literally, me being the fucking glowing thing, literally, I fucking pool fed dead families, literally, be winning by default, literally, ain't shit happening. So it's not fucking questions. Some of my mom, oh, he's not telling my speech, but he's not this, and that. When I knew it was the fucking first level, it's fucking stupid. But to put it proudly, alright? Alright, now there's another thing you haven't known. Ever since 29, I've been watching those tsunamis. What I do, I watch a little bit of Tagaiti, I watch a little bit of a music video, or something in reverse. Literally, I think about, ways, the cap niggas like the ARL. I already have the whole Chris Brown, so I get mad, I accomplish the goal, the lesbian cops trick me, don't get the whole Chris Brown, but you ignore the whole Chris Brown the whole time. So, and when it came down to it, I was Dorothy. So before, the San Jose play, literally, I was watching Mad Gundam beforehand, and, what happened was, fucking, I got no impetus and shit, but that's how I check in with the family. Now, what fucking, Four Eyes just fucking did, literally, is we just, saw each other, and I couldn't do shit. And I couldn't, I don't know if I should compare it to what I said, what actually happened, or the fact that they didn't let me fight back, alright? But now it's fucking obvious, okay? Fucking, when you get farther into music and get Olivia, getting back, then I don't like it, I think it's stupid, And this is another fucking thing for a celebrity, guys. We have an Asperger's and deal with Bopaway family literally is out there, because the meaning of that is that some people don't get that treatment. Oh, your Asperger's did me shit into a second round. And it pisses me off. And they're sprung by their family, because in their case, the second round matters, alright? Now, don't show me for this, alright? But it's just fucking, real shit. You know, I left shit up like that phone number shit lately. If shit's about to happen, shit's about to happen. But I'm not gonna let you know. I'm not gonna talk about shit, you know, about what you think, you know, is gonna happen because it's too precious to me. But anyway, Lily, I've been talking for too long, you know. I'm out.